we changed these tires on this vehicle recently. This vehicle has the smaller tires and it doesn't look too bad, but I'm not loving it because it definitely is a lot smaller. I like the look of the tires, but they're just too small. So I kind of wanted to upgrade them to the bigger ones and see what we can do about that. So a few things we can do here. Let me check out. We have a few other tires also that we could add on to it. Let me kind of look at these for a little bit and see what we think. Okay, they're definitely a lot bigger tires, but I want to see how much bigger they are. Okay, these ones would need inserts. I don't need them, but I would like to have them. These are the other size tires. How much bigger are they than this? Yeah, I think if this is scraping, this one's going to as well. This is a size comparison. Yeah, probably not. I think we're just going to go back to these red ones. These red ones just kind of make it look a little bit better, you know? I don't like having small tires on my Bronco. This kind of makes it look like a normal Bronco. I want to give it a little bit extra height. Now, that's ultimately what I'm looking for right now. Also, I think as soon as I'm finished with this live stream, I'm going to go down and buy some high clearance links here. But we're going to start taking off the tires one by one and removing them. Yeah, so that'll be up next. Also, on Monday, which is in 2 days, I will be getting the Axial SCX 24 base camp. I'm really excited to do some work on it. I figured I'll buy one of the cheaper ones. I don't want to buy an SCX 30. I want to buy an SCX 24 and then go from there. We're just going to start changing them one by one here. But yeah, I wanted to go from there. I don't want to do anything crazy. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on these other tires, and then from here, we are literally just going to run it around, test it. I might take you guys with me, or we can go do a run to one of my local ponds. We can go test it. Okay, so that's good. Everything's tight there. The only issue is with the suspension, there's a little bit of difference in tire weight. So, but these are really cool tires. Don't get me wrong. I really like these tires. These look really cool. They are really small, so it might be kind of cool to put them on my SCX 24 when it gets here. I might kind of just switch around. I've got a lot of different tires I can choose from. So, we shall see. We shall see what works out best. Yesterday we had a pretty dead live stream. Today it seems to be doing a lot better though. So, all right. So look at this wheel. This one's nice. Like I said, it is just too small though. I don't like these small wheels. I want to install wheels like this size. You know what I mean? Like look at the size comparison here. I mean, it is quite of a difference. Really want that here. I'm really glad I have that difference because I like having a Bronco with big wheels and kind of a lower ride height. I want it to be lower to the ground, but like be able to get over things really easily. So I want it to have high clearance is what I'm trying to say. Speaking of high clearance, I think next I'm going to go on to Endura and then buy some high clearance links for this vehicle. It really needs some new high clearance links. I really don't want to have to take them off and redo everything, but I also think that it really needs them. These high clearance links are quite a bit of a pain. These are the Traxxas ones, and every time they come out, it's such a pain to put them back in. So I would really enjoy having something a lot easier to put in. The Endura high clearance links are a lot easier. They are aluminum, and also all the connectors on there are a lot easier to put in than the Traxxas ones. So I am definitely super excited to buy some new ones for this, some new upgrades and everything. Okay, well there it is. I was just gonna say, where's the fourth tire? I just found it. It's right here on my desk, right in front of me. And also, I'm not sure if you guys can see how much you guys can see. My desk is kind of a mess with parts right now. I am working on getting everything sorted out as we speak, but there is a lot of RC parts just on my desk. We're gonna fix that eventually. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your guys' opinions. I have a few ideas for my channel. So up to this point, my channel has been solely just RC videos. I want to hear from you guys if you guys would also be interested in me switching up a little bit and doing some other videos as well, along with RC videos. So I was thinking maybe if I wanted to, do some RC and some reviews, or some RC and some other things. Let me know what you guys think about that. What's up? How's it going, guys? Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing, this is only going on the live stream. I'm not going to post it on a short or anything, but just kind of changing up my videos a little bit. Not changing necessarily, but just adding more to them. And so I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to start doing other stuff on my channel. Let me know what you guys think of that, because it might be worth it. If I have an audience that actually wants to see other things than just RC, I might start doing that. And I'm sure I do. I'm sure I have an audience that does want to see things other than just RC videos. So let me know. And also, along with letting me know if you guys think that's a good idea, let me know if you guys have ideas that I should follow. Like if you guys think I should do this or this type of content on my channel as well. I want to still do RC car content on my channel, because I have some people that have been with my channel for a long time, and it's really important to me to still do RC content. I really like RC cars, so I think that would be really, really important to me. But all right, we're going to clear some room here, and we're going to check out the clearance on this. We're just going to stack a few tires here. We're going to stack a few tires in the back. Whoops. Okay, so not crazy. I want to remove one tire from each side here. Okay. It does have a little bit, but it still rubs here. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go grab my controller, and then... Sure, I looked up the rules on a giveaway. Giveaways are really, really difficult. Not that I couldn't do it. I definitely could. It just might be a little more difficult to do. I think it might be kind of cool also to start filming some things like out in public. Do some, driving an RC car through the city or something like that. I want to get a VR, or not a VR, well, kind of. It's a FPV setup. I want to get an FPV setup for one of my cars and just kind of drive it out in public and do like a stream or a video or something like that. Also, I was thinking I could do like a little RC car giveaway here in my hometown. Also, that might be kind of cool. Just kind of play around with it. But yeah, thanks for the idea. That's great. And an RC car giveaway, it's tough because right now I'm not making any money from YouTube. I'm still working towards that. So if I was making money from YouTube, if I had a lot of RC cars to give away, I probably would. But these are just kind of the cars I use for my videos, if that makes any sense. So I think that's where I'll go for now. But in this moment, I definitely am working towards doing more mods for RC car. I'm just trying to learn the RC cars more the more I do. So RC car giveaway is definitely a great idea. I can work towards that for sure. And then... yeah, it might be kind of cool to see some interesting stuff on, just go outside. I really, really, really do not like doing videos in public. It's one of those things I always feel like I'm being judged by someone or watched in some way, and I do not like that. But, what's the difference of filming in public and being in public, right? I mean, I just don't see much of a difference. So I would probably go out and do a public video on my RC car. I have multiple RC cars, so I can do that with quite a few of them. But yeah, we can work towards that as well. That's a few things I can work towards. Also, I've just been trying to think of some other ideas that aren't including RC. Right now, I've got some video ideas coming up on. I've got some review videos I want to do. I want to get back to reviews. But also, I've noticed when I was doing review videos / educational videos, those videos were really just ruining the YouTube algorithm. Oddly enough, when I post just radio control car videos on my channel, the algorithm does great. When I try to mix it up and put some of this, it's really just hit and miss with review videos. I think most of my review videos, back when I was doing them, they would get like, I don't know, probably like 200 views, versus most of my RC videos right now are getting like over 1,000. And so it just kind of just depends. Okay, like I said, this car is all ready, except I am noticing some, yeah, that's not going to work great. This bumper is rubbing against the tires. We're going to have to figure something out with that. And then also, these are not rubbing against the wheel well. They're very close, but all it takes is like a rock, and they're rubbing against it. So, what's the fix to this? Quite simple. Put some springs on my shocks so I don't have to worry about that. I didn't really want to do this. I really didn't want to do this at all, actually. Not going to lie. I'm sure there's something else we can do. But let me run it and see how it runs. I'll set up a little stream for you guys, or like set up a place where you guys can actually see it. Yeah, let me go grab a controller for it. If I can find the controller. You guys are coming with me. Okay, let's go try to find the controller. I'm looking through my room to see if I can find a controller in here. I cannot. We're going to find it somewhere. Okay, we're going to go look in my RC bag here. I don't know how well I can do this one-handed, so you guys are just going to have to bear with me here. Okay, so, let's open this up. Also, you guys are going to get to see my secret stash of controllers here. Okay, let's check them all out. I've labeled all of them on the bottom here, so we're going to find which ones are. This one. This one's the right one. And we're also going to look for this one. Okay, we've got both of those. That should be perfect. Okay. All right, so we got both of these controllers, and we're going to go run those cars like I was talking about. I want to run them outside, just in my room for a second. Okay. Just to set up the Bronco here, I might need batteries. Do I have a battery in here? I hope so. I don't think I do, to be completely honest. I do not. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, I'm just going to set this here. Okay, give me a second while I go grab a battery. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a battery for this RC car. All right, so we're back. I'm grabbing both batteries this time. So we're going to put one in here, test it in the Bronco, and then we're going to test the other in the Ford F-150. I've made some modifications to the Ford F-150, so we're going to see how that all works out. Okay, start by turning on the controller. This is something you guys should always know. You guys should always learn. When doing radio control cars, always turn on the controller first. The controller has to be turned on first. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to set you guys up somewhere where we can test this. Give me a second. Give me a clear place where we can set up. But yeah, let me know what you guys want. If you guys want educational content, just RC car content in general, there's multiple different things we can do. Okay, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here, and we're going to turn it around. I hope you guys can kind of see. This is going to be a little bit tough to set this up, so give me a second. Okay, we're just going to get something set up here. So yeah, major rubbing on the back tire. I can just hear it the whole way. And then when I turn, it's a lot of rubbing on the front as well. Okay, that's all good. We're going to figure that out. But we're just going to turn that off for a second. I'm going to grab my stand here. And then we're going to start working towards, on my channel, we're going to start working towards other car content. Not even just RC car content, just different content in general. I want to be able to kind of have a mix of a few things. This is really unfortunate. I have 0 viewers right now. I wanted to kind of do a mix of a little bit of education, RC content, and kind of just what I want to do on my channel. Just kind of change it up. I think RC is doing really good for me as far as the algorithm, and it does really good for views. It does not get a lot of subscribers, unfortunately, and so we're gonna have to start working towards that. But I think right now the best thing I can do is just start putting a few different videos on my channel. People may not like RC, but they may like more educational content. People may not like educational, and they may enjoy reviews. So I kind of want to put a mix of things on my channel from now. I think a lot of creators do one thing for their channel, like this is what they're mainly known for. My channel is called Details Matter, and I think the reason I've named that is to give me kind of a variety. I can kind of do anything, I can do RC, I can do reviews. Basically, the idea behind Details Matter is because, I can do anything, and it's still true to the name that details matter. And so whether that's educational content, whether that's live streaming, RC content, it can be really anything, and I can start moving toward this. So we'll end up seeing how this goes. Right now, the live stream is kind of dead. The same thing happened yesterday too, and so we're just gonna keep working towards this and see what we can change. I don't want to change a lot because I feel like a lot of times when you change something, big changes really fast tend to ruin things really fast, and that's not necessarily where I wanted to go. So that being said, I just want to kind of go with the flow and see what happens. I can start doing a little bit more RC content and reviews. I definitely do not want to be just a reviews channel. When you turn into just a review channel, it can be really tough. It can be really difficult to make videos, and it can cost a lot more too. So for now, I'm just going to stick to RC, but I might add a few other things in there too. The main problem I'm having right now is just honestly just getting started on YouTube. I've got, even saying getting started is kind of funny because I've got 300 subscribers on YouTube, but even then it's kind of like difficult to figure out exactly where you want to go with video, the video quality, the mic quality, microphone quality, kind of everything. Ultimately, the lighting, everything makes a difference, and trying to learn something really big, a really big category of something really fast sometimes just isn't the way to go. It's really good to learn something, but when you're trying to learn something too fast, it can be really difficult. So as I'm on YouTube trying to figure the whole, video quality, kind of figure out everything out the way I want it, it can be a little bit difficult. So you guys are going to have to bear with me as I'm trying to figure out what to transition into or what exactly to do here. Okay, I'm going to grab my car here. So when it's fully extended, all wheels are turning. That's really good. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change it back to the other wheels. These ones are rubbing on the tires pretty aggressively. Also, I would like to see how it looks on my Ford F-150. Kind of want to change the tires and put these ones on that instead, and see how well we can do that. Speaking of live streaming and videos, there's a lot of things you can start changing. I think number one, the main thing I want to start changing from here is video quality. The video quality is obviously not the greatest. I want to change that, and so the best way we can change that is, I told you guys, when we reach 500 subscribers, I will get a brand new live streaming setup. I'm talking like professional setup. New microphone, camera. We're going to get some good lights for it and everything. But that'll be when I reach 500 subscribers. So if, for whatever reason, you are interested in seeing that, a professional streaming setup, if you feel like my streaming setup at this point is not great and you want to see a better setup, subscribe. Because when I reach 500 subscribers, I will be doing that. Right now, I am still at 300 subscribers, but we are making our way closer to 500 every day. And also, I told you guys, actually, this was a few months ago, I told you guys I wanted to be at 500 subscribers by February 15th, I think it was. And so we are actually we're getting close to February already. We're already in January, so if you guys also want to see me meet that goal of 500 subs by January 15th, You guys could subscribe as well. I really like, doing these kind of subscriber challenges. I like to give people a reason to subscribe. So don't get me wrong, okay? I like to be able to make it where I can say, hey, look, this is the content I do. If you guys really like my content, you guys can subscribe. I don't like having to say, subscribe for this or subscribe for this. But I also think it's really cool, and it can like kind of open up questions or something on live streams when you're able to kind of mix in little challenges as well along with your live streams. So, but yeah, I've been leaning toward educational content, educational as well as some other content like RC content on my channel. And let me know if you guys think that's a good idea, because I would really love to do different stuff like that. We're going to work on it. All right, well, I'm going to end the stream here, unfortunately. This is kind of a short stream, but I will see you guys all in the next live stream tomorrow. Bye-bye.